Hello everyone, Paul with HiTech Legion. And the reason why we're here today is because I had a little bit of a dilemma. AMD sent me their brand new APU, which is the A8-3850. It is their new processor which contains both CPU and GPU on the same die. Unfortunately, I'm an enthusiast, and I get very, I guess you could say in a way, I want my systems to work the way that I want them to because I'm very involved with statistical benchmarks. Well, unfortunately, when we're looking at a mainstream system, which the Lano system is that I have behind me here, codenamed Lynx, I kind of sometimes forget what it's like to be a mainstreamer and what a mainstreamer is looking for. So, to help me a little bit, what I did was I invited some of my friends over. 5 friends. They all are using older computers. A couple of them have Athlon XPs. Donna, who I'm going to be taking the video of shortly, who agreed to actually come onto the video. The other people really didn't want to do a YouTube video. So Donna is, what I'm going to have Donna do is, I'm going to have her test this system against another system which I have built. It's a $1,500 system. It includes a Sandy Bridge processor in it, an Asus Maximus Extreme motherboard, GTX 570 by NVIDIA, and that's about $1,500 with everything that I have in there, SSD, etc. This Lano system, or Lynx system, is basically a 2.9 gigahertz CPU, which is underneath this Thermaltake heatsink here. I've got 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's an Asus A75 motherboard. The socket is FM1. As you can see, there's no video card in here. I do have a little bit of overkill on the power supply. Unfortunately, my 450 watt power supply kind of took a dive on me. I guess I've had it for a little bit too long. And then of course I have just a regular spindle drive in here. So what we're going to do is, I have not told anybody the reason why they're coming over. We're going to kind of have a little bit of a party and get them a little bit involved, have them do some work on the computers, and then I'm actually going to film Donna's experience. So what we're trying to find out here is the overall experience for the mainstream user using a $550 system opposed to a $1,500 system going to be any different? Now, do I know the difference? Yeah, I crunch numbers. I'm an enthusiast. I want to see differences. I want to see numbers. But does a mainstream user really care about numbers? Or do they care about snappiness, how well it works for them, and does it do what they want it to do? And they don't have to sit there, if you remember that commercial, the one where the guy was sitting there going, waiting for his stuff to download or load on his computer. This is what we want to see. So I'm going to have them test both systems. I'm going to have Donna test both systems. First we're going to do the Lano system. Then we're going to do the Sandy Bridge system. After everything is done, then I will sit down for a couple minutes, talk to her about her experience, and we'll see what happens. See you again later. Stay thirsty. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, it's Paul with HiTech Legion, and as I said earlier, prior to this setup, I have my neighbor Donna here. Donna right now is using a Pentium D processor in her computer with a 3750 video card and about a gig of RAM. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have her look at these 2 computers that I have set up, as I explained to you guys earlier in this video. And we're going to take a look at what her overall experience is with both of these setups. Donna, why don't you say hello to HiTech Legion?
Hello, HiTech Legion.
All right, Donna, let's go ahead and get started. Why don't you turn around here and we'll go ahead and I'll shut off this monitor. Just wanted to make sure that people knew that we had 2 systems set up. I'm going to shut off this monitor. Why don't we start with some video transcoding, something that you might do, because I know you take videos with your phone and with your camera with your grandchildren. So let's go ahead to that bottom left there and click on V-Reveal. Alright, as you can see, the program is starting to load itself. Once we get there, I already have a video that I chose for you to transcode. So why don't you go ahead to the bottom left, and bottom right, I'm sorry, down over here, and we'll just go ahead and click that, and then it's going to ask you to save it. It's already set to be saved, and it'll start transcoding. Now, why don't you minimize that while you're looking at it? Okay, and there's a thumb drive on top of the desk there. It says Patriot, it's silver, and we'll go ahead and open that, pull the top off, and stick it inside this top port here, and that'll open up. There you go. And what I want you to do is go ahead and click Open Files, and there should be a program, right, DCNS. Go ahead and drag that over to your laptop. Your desktop, I'm sorry. All right, perfect. Now, what we're doing right now is, you might not realize it, but when you're doing two things at once, it's called multitasking. So we're actually multitasking while we're using our computer. So that should finish in about a second or two over to the desktop. Now go ahead and you could close that box out there. And we'll go ahead now and click on the Internet Explorer icon, which is down on the toolbar there. Perfect. And let's do some internet surfing. Hey, HiTechLegion.com. That's a great site. I don't know how often everybody goes to visit it, but man, let me tell you, those guys do a tremendous job. Now, why don't you go ahead and bring up another tab? If you click on that, if you click on this little gray area, there you go. Go ahead and type in an address and where you would normally go during the day.
Back up here.
That's okay.
Get it right?
Now, everybody, as I told you, I'm not picking I didn't want to choose anyone who was an enthusiast with computers. I wanted to pick someone that I knew, and I do have a group of friends that are mainstream users, that are everyday users that just use it for their personal computing needs. Okay, so you brought that up. Now let's bring up another tab. If you see on your toolbar there, the bar, it says YouTube.
Yes.
Why don't you click on that? Now, what you're doing is, okay, let's open up another tab too, and let's go back to your Pogo site. Sorry, I didn't.
Hello everyone, this is Ron from HiTech Legion, and what we have here.
What we've got going on right now is you're actually transcoding a video. You are, in a sense, watching a YouTube video. So if you hit this tab here, you'll see that a YouTube video is playing. You're surfing the internet. Go ahead and bring this tab back up, and then type that address back into your toolbar.
It says it is privately father of Gamers Line. ASUS says aim this at gamers and serves overclockers, and it has a lot more features than a standard.
While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and lower this volume a little bit. Just want to make sure that people know that you are actually listening to something and watching something. All right. Now, just go ahead and normally do what you would do during the day. Looks like this is one of your favorite sites, Pogo.com. Do you normally play games on Pogo?
Quite often, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so go about and just basically surf the way that you would normally surf.
A fan control button that appears to be a automatic 100% fan control. Just simply press it and it will jump to 100% immediately, and your voltage control.
What are you looking for?
Just all games.
Oh, there you go. I guess it was a little bit slow today. There must be a lot of people online this evening.
A new feature is a GPU tweak overclocking tool. If you're familiar with the GTX lineup from ASUS that we have looked at before, they use the ASUS Smart Doctor software. Now, this new GPU tweak overclocking tool is a lot better than that.
Word one.
And it's improved layout, improved controls, and a lot more.
Have you ever played this?
No, I've never played it. I'm an enthusiast, so I normally play like a lot of AAA games and stuff like that, you know, first-person shooters and I guess kind of things like Beth plays. You know,
Right.
those big time, you know, let's kill them until they're dead games.
This right here, what I'm playing is just, it's a word game.
Okay.
You don't have to be a member to do this.
Okay.
And it's does it cost anything?
And some of the other brands have a high-end, their high-end versions of high-end GTX. 80s have 60 phases. So the Matrix GTX 580 Platinum was designed with 19 phases. So this is really for serious overclocking.
That's pretty cool.
CO2 cooling, GTX 60, like CO2. But of course the shroud is slightly different.
So while we're waiting for that video to go ahead and transcode and you're playing,
Okay.
so far, what are your thoughts about this specific computer?
I think it's great because you're doing a whole lot of things at one time and it's not slowed down.
Can you do that with yours?
No. Mine slows down a lot.
Yeah, we started with EVI, but it has an HDMI port and a display port. Now that is unique since we often don't see
Is
that.
that kind of like a Sudoku type game, or is it like a mixed up words and you gotta spell the word or
You
something?
gotta spell the words out.
Gotcha.
Once we open up the box and according to some requirements, the Matrix GTX 580 platform requires a
Yes, I already
701
did.
power supply with a 12-volt current rating of 42 amps.
I'm gonna try a different game.
Okay, go right ahead.
Open up the box.
What I would like for you to do is what you normally do.
Okay.
Contains some more of the promotional information.
No porn, please.
And you also have a preview, the card right there, little window. And we're actually going to open it from the top. And we just grab the handle, slide down, and see there are two compartments inside, two separate boxes.
PHCC's website. Are you planning on going back to school?
Yes, I am.
Oh, awesome.
But this is not the right side.
With a viewing window. Take a quick look at the GTX 580 Matrix.
Let's try something
And
else.
put that aside for a bit. And take a quick look at the accessories located in the small compartment. In here, you can find these power supply converters for 8-pin power. So you have a pair of them. It converts two 6 pins to a single 8-pin power. And you have your VGA to DVI converter. And you also have this
Okay.
SLI bridge.
Well, let's try something. Let's go ahead and I don't mean to stop you from doing what you're doing, but let's go ahead to the YouTube video, and let's go ahead and close that tab.
The
The YouTube close it?
Yep, go ahead and close that tab, and let's go ahead and close the HiTech Legion tab right now.
There we go.
Perfect. And if you want to continue a little bit, you can. Or what we could do is do you watch any, probably watch DVDs on your computer every once in a while. I know
Yes,
I've
I do. Yeah.
seen you guys do that even on your laptop. But
Right.
I'm wondering how well these DVDs played or these Blu-ray discs played. Are you getting the quality that you're looking for? So why don't we go ahead and we'll X this out and go ahead and bring the reveal up, which should almost be finished. It's right on the bottom here. It should come out. Right click on that. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, wrong one. All right, just right click on it. And click close window. We'll just go ahead and click close window. All right. Now, let's go ahead and watch a DVD video. Now, what I'm going to tell you about this DVD video is, there is a program called ArcSoft Media Theater that will allow you to simulate high definition playback on a regular DVD video that is only recorded in 480. So now you're going to see 720 and 1080p. So go ahead on the left-hand side there where it says Total Media Theater 3. Up on the top, it's a black circle with the blue. And we'll go ahead and click on that. And what's going to happen is ArcSoft Media Theater 5, Total Media Theater 5 is going to pop up. It will prompt you to click on an icon. Last play would be great. When that starts playing, you're going to actually have two screens. Go ahead and click on it. There you go. You're going to have two screens. These two screens, what they're going to do is they're going to show you what it looks like originally and what the SIMD, or simulation high definition, is going to be. So that's why you have the two screens and you're watching it. Now, this will allow you to have at least 25 frames per second playback, which is usually what you need for a smooth playback on DVD or Blu-ray drives.
You really can tell a big difference.
Which one looks better?
The one on the right.
The one on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, this is one of my favorite videos. It's a Godzilla video, Tokyo SOS. But I mean, just looking from the side, I mean, I can see that the black is more crisp on the right side. I could see the right side being more clear. I mean, what do you see?
A lot more clear.
Yeah. Okay.
The definition in their skin, you know, is a lot smoother than the other side. It's not nearly as grainy.
Gotcha. All right, right after Godzilla opens up his eye here, we'll go ahead and shut that down. Perfect. And as soon as that shuts, all right, let's see. Let's go ahead to the bottom here. Let's pull out that DVD. So let's open the case, and we'll pull out the DVD. And we'll go ahead and put that back in there, and we'll pull out our 18 Blu-ray DVD. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a few seconds and watch a Blu-ray and see how well it plays back. Go ahead, push. Now, it should automatically key up ArcSoft itself this time. Okay. So we'll just wait a couple seconds for the Blu-ray drive to start reading it, and it should automatically bring up ArcSoft Media Theater. I already had this kind of, I already started the video earlier, so it does take a while to get through Blu-ray disc with all the previews and stuff like that. So I set it up to where you'll be able to go ahead and actually watch the movie once it starts, once it loads. Go ahead and click no. That's asking you if you want to use keyboard support or mouse support. Go ahead and click no. That, of course, that's the Blu-ray disclaimer. And it should ask you, after the 20th Century Fox comes up, it should ask you to resume play from where you left off before. If it doesn't, we'll go ahead and let it play a little bit, but okay, if you hit the enter button or click on it with your with your mouse, it should resume playback. Okay.
You checking me? What is this, opposite day? I'm not a thief. But if I don't reach my friend in time, then he dies. If you ain't a thief, I guarantee you can kill him.
Take your left hand off the wheel, take your right hand off the shifter, now.
You ain't gonna shoot me in the head, Pops. You know that ain't happening. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
So, my question is you're watching a movie at 1080p on a computer.
Right. Wow.
What is your experience so far with that?
I think it's awesome.
Okay.
It looks great.
Well, why don't we go ahead? We'll conclude the testing here. I mean, did we basically do just about everything that you would normally do during, except minus maybe checking your email. Right. But we basically did everything that you would normally do. Okay.
Yes.
So, HiTech Legion, what we're going to do is, we're going to go ahead, we're going to shut this system down, reboot the other system, give Donna about 5 minutes to take in her experience, and then we're going to go ahead and start with the other system. We're going to do the exact same thing. We'll be right back. Bye-bye. All right, everyone at HiTech Legion, 7 minutes has elapsed, and what we did was I went ahead and rebooted the second computer for Donna, and we're going to basically go through the same steps. So first thing, of course, we're going to do, Donna, is go ahead and click on that V-Reveal button there. And go ahead and down to the bottom right, click Save to Disk, and click Save. It's already set up for what we're going to use it for. Let's go ahead and minimize it. And now we'll go ahead and transfer a file over to the desktop from the thumb drive there. The silver thumb drive on the desk.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Either one of these?
Anyone. Might have to flip it around. Let me see. Looks like it's going to go that way. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, go ahead and click Open Folder. And go ahead and take that same file again and drag it over to your desktop. Oh, you're hitting multiple there. Okay, there you go. That's it. All right, let's wait till that goes ahead and scrolls over. All right. Now that that's done, go ahead and close that box, and let's go back to the Internet. The Internet Explorer button's on the bottom there, to your left. All right. And of course, it's going to bring up the HiTech Legion webpage again. Now, let's go ahead and go to YouTube first. Let's get that started.
Here.
Yep. And let's go ahead and open up another tab.
Hello,
All you gotta do is click once on these.
And what we are here is the Matrix
And
GTX
let me lower that volume
Platinum
for you a little bit.
from the
Sorry.
Republic of
That-
Gamers line of Asus. And from first glance, you can probably
Okay.
think that
Now go ahead
this
and
is
do what you
a
want to do.
unboxing. But
Okay.
it is in fact a graphics card. I'm going to flip it open just so you can take a quick peek at what it looks like. And since it's part of the Republic of Gamers line, Asus says in this
Facebook this time.
Yeah, something a little different.
Gotcha.
GTX 580. It even has a lot more features than the
Just gonna lower the volume a little bit more.
Some of their video cards, and let's actually flip the box.
Sounds like Ron's a little bit loud today on this one. Same speakers too.
Some of the new features, and if you look at the picture, you have a onboard button here, similar to what you can find on a raw motherboard, but it is a voltage control.
Okay, now, what do you usually do on Facebook?
I usually play games.
Usually play a game, okay.
Yeah, or look at my friend's pictures.
All right, looks like our transcoding completed, so we'll go ahead and X that out, and we'll go ahead and close View Reveal, and go ahead and do what you need to do. Let's go ahead and play a flash game or whatever. You already got a bonus and you didn't even sign up? Cool. And what game is this?
This is called Gardens.
Gardens.
It's a hidden game. Yeah, it's Gardens of Time.
Oh, okay. It's something that I don't get emails on, like, you know, you sent me 4 million pots of gold or something like that, or oh, okay. All right, thank God. I'm kind of. That's one thing that I don't use Facebook very much myself, and when I do go on my Facebook page, I got about 40, 50 notes from people. Oh, you've been invited to play Farmville or, you know, Mafia Wars or something.
Right. No,
I just.
This they like you to try and get, you know, you know, more people to play. The more people you get to play, the better, you know.
Gotcha.
With 19 phases, so this is really for serious overclockers. And finally, you have the direct CPU.
Well, I usually have about 50 or 60 a day with somebody telling me that they sent me $1,000 if I'll play Farmville. And I just hope they realize that I love you guys, but I really don't want to play Farmville or anything on Facebook, so please stop sending them to me. Okay, well that looks fairly interesting. And I hate to stop you in the middle of a game, but let's go ahead and progress to the other stuff. I just wanted you to get an idea on what's going on. So let's go ahead. We'll just close out Internet Explorer. Go ahead and close all the tabs. And then now we'll go ahead and, if you click on the Total Media Theater again, and hit that right there, the DVD drive D. This time it's going to actually start. I didn't actually set it up to put it to a specific part. It's still going to show you the side-by-side screen, so you'll still get the same feeling that you did. It's just you might not see Godzilla opening his eye this time.
Okay.
Basically, this is just the preview on this one. And sorry, I forgot to set it up to where it would be the same from the last, but I think you'll still get the idea on where it's going. And I mean, do you see any? Is there a difference in this? Is the right side clearer, or do you need me to?
No, I think the right side is a little bit more clear.
Okay. All right. And let's go ahead. Let's see if we can get to that root menu. And I will go ahead and maybe we'll listen to it in Japanese this time.
Oh.
With the subtitles, probably.
Surprised my grandkids are not into Godzilla.
I probably think that was a little bit before their time. I mean, my son's 22 years old, and I'm the one who kind of brought him into the Godzilla thing.
They're into this Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, cartoon stuff that you know has all these different characters and stuff.
Okay, so right is clearer again?
Yes, right is clearer again.
All right, we'll just go ahead and wait until right after the letters come up on this one, and then we'll go ahead and we'll move forward to the Blu-ray disc and take a look at that. As I said, it was going to come up in Japanese with subtitles, so.
Yes.
All right.
You watch it in both?
You can. Why don't we go ahead and close that down? I mean, as for the feel, the playback, was everything the same on both computers, do you feel?
Actually, I think the right side on that side is more clear.
Well, I mean, as in, you know, not looking at both, but I'm talking about the fluidity, the way that both move. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and why don't you grab that 18 Blu-ray over there, and we'll go ahead and put that one in. Now, this one should be queued up. It's probably not going to be in the same spot as the last one was, but this one should be queued up. So it'll just come up, and you'll just have to hit the yes, resume play on it.
Okay. Love the Roman style.
Well, thank you.
It's wonderful.
One of our members, as a matter of fact, one of our reviewers, Ron Perillo, actually drew that freehand.
Really?
And
wow, that's wonderful. The
eagle emblem, my site manager, Clayton, he's the one who drew the eagle. So it's a combination of two people working together. And you can click no on that. two people worked together. We did the Eagle first, and then Ron drew the actual Centurion around the Eagle and used it as the chest plate.
Wow.
I have some pretty talented reviewers. They not only know how to review, they know how to draw and do CAD work and stuff like that. We're pretty blessed here at HiTech Legion. And it should, right after that, come up and ask you if you want to resume. So if you want to hit the enter button, that would probably work quicker. All right, as I said, it's probably going to be in a different section. So, with this one, how's the playback of the, is it smooth, is it choppy?
No, it's very smooth.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and conclude our testing here. And I'll go ahead and shut this down. And we'll go ahead and cut the video for a second so I can get my chair in, so I can sit down and we'll talk to Donna and ask her a few questions. All right, everyone. Well, we've concluded our test, and basically what I did, as I explained to you earlier, I had Donna, my neighbor, come over, who is not an enthusiast, because me, I am. And when there are certain things that happen, I sometimes have to go the means of finding someone who is not an enthusiast to actually get an honest opinion on something that I'm reviewing. Now, I will go ahead and reveal to Donna, after I ask her a few questions, why we did this test. Donna, out of the two computers, did you get the same experience overall?
Yes.
As in your experience?
Yes.
Now, as per how snappy both computers were, meaning quick, you know, things opening up, doing what you wanted them to do, did you feel any difference with it? With either or?
I don't believe so.
Okay, very good. Now, while you were looking at the videos and the up-conversion of the videos or the Blu-rays, did you seem to think that maybe one was better than the other at all? As in picture quality.
Picture quality before the Blu-ray actually showed the one on the left computer.
Okay, the one on the left
screen on the
computer.
right.
Okay, so you felt that there was a little bit better video quality on the one on the left than there was on the right. Okay. As per playback, as your video playback, watching the video itself, how did you feel about that? Did you feel like you were waiting for certain things? Did it feel like you were in the movie?
Yes, that would be a really good way to describe it.
Okay, all right. So basically what you're saying is, as per an experience with both of these systems that I have here, you had a little bit better video experiences and clarity with this one, but between the both of them, the overall experience was, you didn't notice a difference between them.
No, I couldn't tell a difference.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and to reveal to you why we did this test.
Okay.
The system on the right is an Intel Core i7 2600K with an Asus motherboard in it and an NVIDIA video card in it. It has its own video card. This system right here is $1,500.
Okay.
This system right here is the brand new AMD Lynx system, which basically has the video card and the CPU on the same chip. That system right there is $550.
And this is the new system.
That is the, well, they're both new.
Right.
But what I'm saying though is, AMD has just launched a new product for a mainstream user.
Wow.
Something that is going to give the mainstream user value, price performance, and
That's
quality all at an inexpensive price. So, after your experience and me telling you what the difference is, which one would you buy?
The cheaper one, because it works just as well, if not better.
Just as well as not better. Well, Donna, thank you very much for coming over today and taking this test for me.
You're welcome.
And As I said, HiTech Legionnaires, sometimes an enthusiast needs to go and talk to the mainstream in order to really find out what the total overall experience is going to be. And as I said earlier, it's not a comparison of AMD versus Intel. This was just a point to show that computing experience is based on the user. And the AMD Lano Lynx system, the A8 3850, is a mainstream component built for a mainstream user. And it has passed this test. Thank you very much. We'll see you the next time. Stay thirsty, my friends. Bye-bye.